Guys, I cannot believe it's 2018. I've been doing movie reviews for 2 years and a half. Now I passed another year. Now it's time for a new year and new movies to come. So guys, these are my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2018. Just like last year, I'm doing my top 10. And I do have some honorable mentions though. But I have to name it out in 10. Because there's a lot of movies I'm anticipating for to see this year. There's a lot of big movies out. There's a lot of small movies I'm excited for. But of course, I have to make it out in 10. But don't worry guys, there are some honorable mentions, but those honorable mentions I'm still going to see, I'm still very excited for, but they just don't make it on my list. Starting off with Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Early Man, Island for Dogs, Mortal Engines, Mission Impossible 6, Insidious The Last Key, Mary Poppins 2, Black Panther, Fantastic Beasts 2, Sicario 2, A Wrinkle in Time, The Predator, and Creed 2. Those are my honorable mentions, guys, but those movies don't make it on the list that I'm more excited for. But there are some movies that I'm more excited more than those honorable mentions. But still, those movies I'm still excited for. I'll still go out and see them, and I'll still give them a review to you guys. So guys, let's start with my most anticipated movies of 2018 with number 10. And by the way, I'm not doing like there's number 10, number 9. I'm just going to get straight into it. So starting off with number 10, we have WreckIt Ralph 2. Ralph Breaks the Internet, or whatever it's called. I love the first WreckIt Ralph movie. It's one of my all-time favorite Disney movies, or probably one of my favorite Disney animated films. Because this is one of the best video game movies that aren't based on a video game, and this is one of the best product placement films as well. Like, the Emoji Movie was trying to do that, but that failed. But WreckIt Ralph was so great. It had heart, it was funny, and it's a really fun movie. So now we're getting a sequel where he goes to the internet, and that could go in different ways. It could be 2 product placement, or it could be great. And of course, Disney can work that magic. WreckIt Ralph 2 I'm more excited for. This is probably my most anticipated Disney films I want to see this year. Disney Pixar are like totally different companies. But this is my most anticipated Disney anime film that I want to see on here. So coming in number 9, we have a Bumblebee spin-off movie. Now I know a lot of people saying, Transformers suck, man. Why do you like the Transformers movies? I don't give a shit. I enjoy most of the Transformers movies, except for Revenge of Fallen and Age of Extinction, where they're kind of disappointing, but still okay type movies. But I really love the Transformers movies. Even though Last Night came out last year, I did enjoy the movie. I don't care. But this is the first Transformers movie that isn't directed by Michael Bay, and I could get a movie without Michael Bay once in a while. I want to see how Travis Knight goes, because Travis Knight directed Kubo and Two Strings, so I want to see how this movie goes. And I know it's produced by Michael Bay, so it could be ruined still, but I don't care. I like the Transformers movies. I'm so excited what the Bumblebee spinoff will get into, and yeah, I'm just really excited for this movie. And also John Cena and Haley Steinfeld are casting it, and Haley Steinfeld's a great actress. I like her in the Pitch Perfect movies, and I love her in Edge of 17. And John Cena's in this movie, and I don't mind John Cena. Like, if The Rock can do it, John Cena can act. So, let's see how the Bumblebee spinoff goes. Coming in number 8 on this list is Ready Player One, which is directed by Steven Spielberg, and it's about this VR world where there's a lot of Easter eggs of different movie characters and prop placements and all that stuff. I'm interested in this movie, and when I watched the trailer, I'm like so shocked that this movie is directed by Steven Spielberg. It doesn't feel like a Steven Spielberg movie. It feels like some kind of a James Cameron film or something like that. But when I saw the trailer, I was more invested in this film. It looks awesome. It looks like a movie that I wish the world was real, because the world looks awesome. I'll go into the Oasis. It looks amazing. This movie already looks great. The cast looks fantastic. The CGI mostly looks fantastic. And every time I try, I keep pausing at every single moment and see if I can find every different characters they are. But the movie's going to be hard, but I can't wait to see this movie in IMAX. This movie looks stunning. This movie looks incredible. This movie might be the masterpiece of 2018. I'm just hoping this movie doesn't disappoint me. Now, number 7, there are rumors for this movie that it's going to be cancelled because it's gone through some production issues. But no, this film has actually been made, and it's actually coming out, I think, in May, which is weird. It is Solo, a Star Wars story. Of course, a Star Wars movie. It's like a Star Wars movie is coming out every year. We get The Force Awakens in 2015, we get Rogue One in 2016, we get The Last Jedi from 2017. Now in 2018, we get a Han Solo spin-off. Now, I'm really worried about this movie because one reason. Ron Howard. He disappointed me with Inferno and Heart of the Sea and the Da Vinci Code movies. And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm not sure if he can direct the Star Wars movie well, but I'm still going to give this movie a chance because this movie's gone through a lot of production issues. And it's terrible because they're about to cancel the film, they're about to put it back, they're about to cancel, but now, thank God, the film's actually going to be released. So I'm really interested in this type of movie, and I'm just hoping this character will be amazing. I hope this guy who's going to play Han Solo, I can't say his name, I hope he's going to do great. I hope he's going to have the same resemblance that Harrison Ford would have. But, of course, a Star Wars movie needs to be on this list. Now, number 6 is Aquaman, of course. Jason Momoa in Justice League is a great Aquaman, and I really liked him in that movie. So I'm hoping this movie is going to be like Wonder Woman. You know, like Wonder Woman's the biggest surprise of 2017. And I think DC will probably be better at doing solo superhero films more than team films. Don't get me wrong, I love Justice League. It was a fun-ass movie. It wasn't perfect though. And even Aquaman wasn't even as like memorable in Justice League. So I'm hoping that Aquaman, he'll be more memorable. I'm just hoping his solo movie is awesome. But I think Jason Momoa can handle it, and I'm hoping this movie will be great, especially if James Wan is directing it, who directed The Conjuring and the Fast and Furious movies. So I'm hoping that James Wan can do this film at least a fun way. Now coming in number 5, we have the New Mutants. Now New Mutants is kind of like a horror version of X-Men, which is an X-Men movie, but it's like took twist as a horror movie version of it. And I'm like, when I watched the trailer, it was probably one of the most surprising trailers I have seen. I never expected this movie to be that scary. I thought it was going to be like an X-Men First Class, where you get to see an action, popcorn superhero film, but this is a very different film. It looks like A Cure for Wellness meets X-Men, in a good way though. I hope this film is scary, but also a pretty badass superhero film, which I just didn't expect the trailer to be like this. I didn't even expect the movie to be like this, and this makes me more excited for it. And this movie took from the director of Fallen Out Star, so it could be more interesting because I enjoyed that movie. So I just want to see what he can do with this movie, and I'm excited to see it. I'm hoping that I don't get nightmares after watching this film, because it's a Marvel film, and probably kids will go out and see this film and be like, oh my god, it's an X-Men film, but it's scary as hell! Yeah, I don't think kids should watch it. I hope this movie's rated R as well. I hope it's bloody and crap. But I'm excited for the New Mutants. It looks very interesting. It looks like kind of like an M. Night Shyamalan version of X-Men. It looks awesome. Venom. Tom Hardy is going to cast as Venom in this movie, and Tom Hardy's a great actor. I love Tom Hardy, and I think he could be perfect as Venom. Because in the comics, I heard Venom is like a buff guy, not like Topher Grace with his stupid gopher face in Spider-Man 3. So I'm hoping that this movie will be good. I'm just hoping that Sony doesn't ruin this film again. I'm just hoping. Tom Hardy could be great as Venom. I'm just hoping the CGI is better. I hope we have a great origin story. I'm pretty interested in this movie. I'm actually pretty interested. It looks like it might be a great film. There's no trailer yet, but I saw some set photos. It could be great. I'm just hoping the trailer comes out soon because I'm pretty curious what this movie's going to be like. So guys, in my number 3, we have Deadpool 2. Of course I'm excited for Deadpool 2. How could I not be? Deadpool was one of my favorite movies of 2016. It's probably one of the most surprisingly hilarious superhero films. It's one of those films that I'm thinking, Ryan Reynolds, who could play Deadpool besides Ryan Reynolds? Like, seriously. I can't wait for this movie, especially Cable, played by Josh Brolin, which is playing 2 villains this year. It's incredible. Josh Brolin could be great in this movie, and I'm just hoping that this movie is better than the original, especially this movie took from the director of John Wick. How can I not get excited for that? So in my number 2, guys, this is my most anticipated animated film that I want to see. Totally. You've guessed it. It's Incredibles 2. We've been waiting freaking 15 or 14 years since the first Incredibles came out. Like, we've been waiting for a sequel for a very long time. Instead, we got the 3 Cars movies. But now we are getting Incredibles 2. I'm freaking excited for that. This is one of those movies that, like, it's like a miracle. It's like a miracle. When I saw the teaser trailer, I was literally nearly in tears because The Incredibles was one of my favorite Pixar films of all time. And now we're getting a sequel. It's one of the best Fantastic Four movies we ever had. Even though it wasn't really about Fantastic Four, it has a similar aspect. So we're getting a great Fantastic Four movie into a great Fantastic Four sequel. Let's hope this movie is one of the best Pixar sequels we've ever got. So guys, my number one most anticipated movie of 2018 is 50 Shades Freed. This movie looks fantastic. It looks sexy. It looks amazing. It looks like it's going to be the best movie ever. Just just kidding, get out of there. My real number one is Avengers Infinity War. Of course, Avengers Infinity War is my number one. Especially when the Russo brothers is coming back to direct this movie. Of course, Captain America Civil War was fantastic. I love the movie, it's very phenomenal. So now we are getting Infinity War, the movie I've been waiting for since the first Avengers came out. Especially when we get Thanos, played by Josh Brolin, once again playing a villain. He looks incredible from the trailer. This is one of the best trailers I've seen all year. It's probably one of the biggest viewing trailers I've ever seen. This is going to be a big movie of 2018. I'm totally hoping that this movie will be my number one, my best movies of 2018, because this movie looks already incredible. All the Marvel superheroes come together, even Guardians of the Galaxy, to fight Thanos. How awesome is this going to be? Like, seriously, if someone's saying this movie looks terrible, seriously, you don't know much about films or blockbusters, like, ever. So guys, these are my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2018. What are your top 10 picks? Comment below, let me know what you think. In my next video, I'm going to do my entire Blu-ray collection for 2018. I hope you guys look forward to that. I've got a lot of new Blu-rays to count out. So guys, make sure to subscribe to my channel and have a nice day.